In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to manage your mobile app's content using the InPocket Desktop App Manager. So the first thing you want to do is input your email address and click Next. If you're all set up in our system, your app will show up here, and you can just tap into it to get started. The first thing you want to do once you're inside your app is to sign in. If you don't see a sign in screen immediately, you can go under Account, My Account right here to launch this sign in. Okay? So I'll click Next, and then I'll be asked to input a 4-digit PIN. That'll come via email. It takes a few seconds, but you only have to do this one time because you'll be asked to create a password. Now this flow applies to admins only, but once you've done this, you can sign in the future on any device using your email and password. Now that I'm signed in, I see this App Settings button down here at the bottom left. That exposes the behind the curtain menu options for your app, including promotion, help, analytics, appearance, some basic settings, but I want to focus on tabs and content. This is where you manage what shows up in your app's menu. So click on that. Right now we have an account tab in our menu. You'll probably have a few menu items here already. But what I want to point out is when you're managing any tab, pretty much you'll see a gear icon at the top left, and you may see a sub menu items here right under the header. Okay, so just take note of that. Click around these to see what the features mean and what they do. In the case of tabs and content, we see a published tab, sub-tab, order, and unpublished. So I actually have an unpublished tab. It's a flex tab. I'm going to publish it, and doing so will pop me over into the order sub-tab where I can click and drag things, moving them up and down in my menu. Now notice how that's immediately reflected in my app. There we go. So I also have my Android device over here connected to my computer, so I can show you how this affects users of your app. Okay, so right now I'm not signed in, so I see this register sign in. Over here I see InPocket Admin. That's my user's name. So you kind of see the user sees his name on the account tab. But let's go to my Flex tab over here, and I want to add some content. Okay, I've already actually created a text block over here, but I can enter edit mode on my Flex tab, again clicking my gear icon. Let's say I want to remove that, so I'll just click it, click my gear and select delete, and now I've got a fresh slate. Over here, the thing to note is our apps follow a similar pull to refresh paradigm here. So if you have some content that you've changed, you want to make sure you've got the latest copy, you just pull to refresh. Okay, and that's true also on the desktop. You just use your mouse to pull and refresh. Okay. But the changes that you make are published immediately. So if I add some content, and save it, it is published immediately. Okay, so over here if I pull to refresh, there it is. Now this is why if I go back to tabs and content, the unpublished tab over here is really important, because you might have content that you want to draft but not publish to the world. Okay, so you could create a tab. Let's create a calendar tab and save it, but I'm not publishing it. Okay, notice I go back to tabs and content, it's now listed under my unpublished, and it is not over here. So now I can manage the content of my calendar by tapping content right here. It launches my calendar tab, and I can manage my calendar again by clicking the gear, adding event, linking an event feed or other features. And again, there'll be a video for this tab type as well. So each tab type will have its own video. You can learn more about it. But this video is, the purpose is really to just show you how your content is managed from a high level, how your changes are published to the app, and how you can leverage the unpublished feature to draft your content before publication.